Welcome back to the River Valley Redneck. Now, today's a rainy day. I decided not to even bother trying because we got some heavy rains coming. It's already been raining pretty heavy here at the house, quite a bit. So I just gave up on hunting for today. We'll see what tomorrow brings, maybe this afternoon. But figure I'll do a little talking about last weekend's hunting trip. We got up the mountains Friday morning. I got up there first. Hung around to my buddy. He was on his way up. On his way up, about maybe a mile or so from the camp, he ended up getting a flat tire. And he limped his truck all the way up to camp. I helped him change his tire out. And the spot that he got his flat tire in, me, my dad, and now him, we've all had flat tires in that exact same spot. And for the life of us, for years, we've been trying to figure out why. Never could find it. And a little while later, my dad was driving his four-wheeler down to go set his stand up. And on the way back, he spotted something in the road. Turned out to be a piece of culvert that had rusted out. And it was in the exact spot that we've all had our flat tires. And we're pretty sure that that's more than likely what we've been hitting every time. And pretty sure that's going to hopefully solve the problem. Because it gets kind of expensive when you have to start replacing a bunch of tires. My dad, I think he's 2 camper tires in on that same spot. And yeah, it gets pretty expensive when you have to start replacing stuff like that. But always be prepared when you go up to the mountains, have your spare tire. I keep a jump starter pack to where I can jump start vehicles. It's got a built-in air compressor so I can air tires up. And I try to be prepared as much as I can. So if you're going to go up to the mountains, especially if you're going up alone, try to be prepared to where you can at least handle some sort of situations like that. And I haven't had a very successful deer hunting season yet as far as killing deer, but for me it's not all about killing deer. When I go up to deer camp, I like to spend time with the friends and the family up there. That's what it's all about for me, is going up there and just having fun and enjoying nature. But season's nowhere near over yet, so I'm not too concerned. I've still got deer meat in the freezer from last year, so I'm good on deer meat for right now, so I'm not too overly concerned about it. I usually don't really hit my stride until the gun season. From some more heavy rain. But yeah, we had a lot of fun up at deer camp. And my buddy, he brought his little dog up. That was a lot of fun, having him up there. And one of my other buddies, he killed a little 8-point. And then my buddy, Mike's Arkansas Outdoorsman, he killed a little doe. And it was a successful weekend for me. I had a lot of fun. Got to hang out with good people, had some good food. That's one thing about deer camp. When we go up there, we always eat real good. And we got steaks up there we had a smoked Boston butt, some smoked ribs. For gun season, we've got some lobster tails we're taking up, going to smoke them. Those are real good smoked. But yeah, we eat good when we go to deer camp. And I like getting up there, just getting out in the outdoors and enjoying myself. I think I'm probably going to spend the rest of the day more than likely doing a little work on the four-wheeler. I got a rack that my buddy made for me to transport my deer stand on the back of my four-wheeler. I think I'm going to probably try and get it mounted up this afternoon and get it to where I can finally use it, because it'd be a lot nicer just to set it right on there and strap it in. It looks like it's going to work out pretty good. I'm going to have it on a 2-inch receiver hitch where it's removable. Next thing I want to talk about is our Arkansas Razorback situation. I'm a Razorback fan. I will be till the day I die. It kind of runs in my family. I can remember going over to my grandparents' house, and it's all they did was watch Arkansas Razorbacks, whether it be football, baseball, basketball, you name it. I'm not too much into the baseball and the basketball, but the football I love. I try not to miss a single game, whether I'm listening to it on the radio or watching it. Even during deer season, I'll take me a little radio with me to a tree stand, and I'll listen to part of the game at least. But everybody out there right now, they're calling for Coach Pittman's demise. Get rid of him, get rid of him. Okay? We've lost 5 games in a row. I get that. We're on a losing streak right now. And if you go back and look at the games, yeah, we screwed up a lot of those games. Had a lot of blown calls, a lot of penalties. Penalties have killed us this year. I don't believe we should get rid of Pittman. I think Pittman is a good coach. I think he needs to step up a little bit more. He finally did when he got rid of Enos, because that guy needed to go. His play calling sucks. That's all there is to it. It's horrible. And KJ, he's an okay quarterback. He's not the greatest. My opinion is he needs to be a secondary. He needs to be a backup quarterback. When we have a play that's 4th and 1, send him in, because most of the time he's going to get that 1 yard. That guy can push a ball. He's a big guy. He can get it. The very first game of the year, I thought he was going to turn out to be a lot better this year. Because the very first game of the year, he was drilling it. He was nailing it. I mean, he was throwing lasers, just killing it. After that, he just went back to his old self, and he's a little more than a mediocre quarterback, I think, but he's not a great quarterback. We need to get a good quarterback that can throw. We need one that can put them in the hole that it needs to go in and, thread the needle. And we don't have that right now. But as far as quarterbacks go, he needs to be a backup. He needs to be the guy that we bring in for the short downs that we need to get. If we got to get a yard or two, let's send KJ in. KJ can get that yard or two. He's a really good runner when it comes to quarterbacking, but he's not a throwing type quarterback. He can't thread the needle like you need to. But I really believe that Pittman can do a good job here, and I think we need to give him that chance. He's had a decent run up until now. This is really his first bad season. We were losing by 20, 30 points before we got Pittman. We've lost 5 games in a row by 7 points or less. And Pittman's got the potential. We need to let him grow and get that give him that chance to get the potential there. Because I really think he can do it. But we've got to give him the chance. We can't just keep buying coaches out. Nobody wants to come to Arkansas and coach. It's a career killer is what they're saying. We were getting the brakes beat off of us before we got Pittman. Now at least we're close. And I think that we get somebody in Enos's place that, can make some good play calling. We get a better quarterback. I think we got a shot at being a good team, a real good team. But we've got to be able to get there. We can't just keep swapping coaches out. It's not always the coach's fault. The players, this year alone, the players themselves have cost us the games, most of the games. If you go back and look at all the penalties that we've had, it's not the coach's fault. It's the players. Offsides. How many offsides have we had? It's not the coach. It's the players. And the bad play calling that we had with Enos. But now that Enos is gone, hopefully the guy they got in his place, I can't remember who his name is, hopefully he'll step up and have some good calling. Maybe this guy can step into that role and keep it. Hopefully he's good. We'll find out. So I'm going to head out and get to work as soon as this rain lets up a little bit, and then maybe I'll shoot a video of this. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe and notification button, and we'll see you on the next one.